Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. It is a rainy day here. It was just pouring a little bit ago, and I brought all my stuff out here. The wind is not blowing in this direction, so I'm not getting hit by any of the rain, but it sounds so beautiful, so peaceful. And I was like, how cool would it be to have the sound of the rain in the background while pulling cards? So hopefully you can hear it. It's starting to pick up pace right now. Can you hear it? If you did not know, here it comes. Thank you, universe. Let's just all settle into this. And if you can't hear it, it's okay. Just imagine the water cascading over your crown chakra, down your third eye, down your throat chakra, your heart chakra, just cascading all over your body, giving you the perfect cleanse that you need. I know you guys can hear it. You have to be able to hear it. Sometimes Zoom cancels out background noise. I wonder if I can turn that off so that you can hear it. Oh well, I'm just gonna keep going. But so cleanses are so good. Rain is symbolic of washing away our past, washing away anything that is still leaving us in guilt and shame and worry. I know for me this morning, I've had so many thoughts about the past and wanting to just wipe the slate clean with certain people in my life and wanting to start all over again. And just to bring forth like this higher perspective and not hold people, kind of hold people accountable for what they've done, but also don't hold resentment or anger towards them. So let's open sacred space. I have the most yummy candle burning. It's called Baked Apples. It's such like a yummy cinnamon scent. So let's call in our guides, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron. Please open sacred space. Thank you so much for this beautiful cleanse today with the rain. I know it's supposed to rain here for the next 2 days, so please let it wash all of our sins, all of our mishaps, all of our anger, shame, guilt, worries, anxieties. Just wash it all away. Cleanse our souls. Please bring forth the messages that we need to hear today. Bless me. Bless my cards. I have all my cards laid out all over the floor here. Bless my viewers. Allow us to receive the messages that we need to hear today. There's nothing like being outside when it's raining or when it's storming. I brought all my spirit animals in, my little bunny and baby bunny. I have my little Bambi. My little home is where the heart is pillow. And I also have my little angel here, my little garden angel. Let's cleanse her. Okay. Okay, we're going to start with some spirit messages from spirit directly. So we're going to use the Sword of Light deck. What message do we need to hear? First card that flipped, Higher Thought, number 10. Look how beautiful this card is. It's like a portal. I just heard that old souls are being forced to learn the lesson of self-love. I'm going to shut my door real fast because my heater just turned on and I don't want my heat bumping while I'm out here. Okay, so older souls are being forced to learn self-compassion. Younger souls are here just to learn compassion. So, you know, a lot of times as light workers, as bringers of light, our parents are normally baby souls. Maybe they haven't lived many lives, and we are here as their children to then be their teacher. Although they're teaching us many lessons, they're teaching us patience, they're teaching us what conditional love is and what, you know, how we need to teach them what unconditional love is. So if you guys didn't know this is just a common theme of life, is our parents are usually the ones who we need to give unconditional love to. So we have to overcome the barrier of, why didn't we get the love we wanted from our parents? It's not fair, this sucks. We just have to surrender to the fact that it didn't happen. And why do we have such unconditional love within us? How did we learn this if they didn't give it to us? It's because it's innate in all of us. And our parents don't know this. So we have to be that light. That's why we're light workers. We have to be that light that shows the way, that lights it up for them and says, hey, mom and dad, you were maybe abused by your parents. It's been centuries of this lineage of abuse and conditional love. And we're here to throw a wrench in all of that and break the cycle. So this is the higher thought I'm hearing. We are these beautiful beings that are here to shed a higher perspective on all of it. And I know that some of you might be sitting there going like, how am I supposed to forgive my parents for sexually abusing me, physically abusing me, hurting me? And it is possible. It is possible to step into that higher perspective, and you can see how it shaped you and it made you who you are. You know, I call it, I have all of my clients do a blame for the good list, where you make a list of every person that's ever hurt you in your entire life. You put a little dash, and then you write down, like, I blame you for making me better. And this is why. You know, if I was physically abused as a kid, thank you for hitting me. Thank you for making me feel this small, because now you taught me to never do that to somebody else. And now I know that I am never, ever, ever going to put my hand on somebody else, because I know what it feels like to be done to me. And not everybody learns this lesson, right? Some people continue the cycle. Most people that are abused then abuse others. And some of us light workers, we did do that. Maybe earlier in our years, we abused somebody else. Maybe we treated a boyfriend or a girlfriend poorly, or maybe we treated our kids poorly, but now we're awake and we're like, I'm never doing that again. And that's what the rain is about. The rain today is about you washing away those actions that you might have done when you're not awake yet. Okay, so you have full forgiveness, self-compassion. You have to forgive the part of you that did those things, because that was brought on to you by your parents. You didn't know any better. So now, as these, now that we're in this higher thought, we can kind of see the icky things that we've done, but we also have to say, okay, I am here to teach my parents what unconditional love is. So I'm going to forgive them. But first, I have to forgive myself. First, I have to understand that, you know, I was a character in this movie playing this role because I didn't know who I was at the time. I had to break out of that costume and realize that character was the abuse. So that costume that you were wearing when your parents did it to you, or they gave you conditional love and then you gave somebody else conditional love, that's just this like little jacket that you have to zip off, take off, and now you're in your purest light, you're your soul. And now you show everybody else what unconditional love is. And it starts by washing away your past decisions. You're washing away everything you did, every time you hurt somebody, every time you cheated, every time you lied. You're washing it all away. It doesn't matter anymore. It's in the past. If you keep giving air and oxygen to those thoughts of, oh, I did this and I shouldn't have, if you keep giving that oxygen, it's going to stay present in your reality. So the higher thought is taking the higher perspective and seeing why you did what you did, why your parents did what they did. And we are here as old souls to find self-compassion. That is our main mission. When we love ourselves, everything else clicks into place. Okay. First message of the day. I got my blue raz drink again. It's so yummy. Oh my God, I could chug this. It's so good. Remember my last reading, I told you guys that I was sick and I couldn't stop going to the bathroom because I was going through like a deep healing and purging the abuse from my childhood. it's still happening. I'm literally still going to the bathroom. So I'm still rehydrating. I haven't gone to the gym in a while. My body's starting to get really, really small and tiny, but I know it's something that has to be done. I've also been sleeping like it's like the universe took me by my armpits and just put me on the couch. And when I sleep, I just feel like I'm not moving. It's almost like I'm getting energetic surgery done. I can just feel my guides working on me. I had this one dream that I was in a portal and it was like a suction and it was one of those deep sleeps. I woke up, but the dream was like a message. It wasn't like an astral realm type of dream. It was like my guides were trying to tell me a message. And I was in this room and all the furniture was moving as if we were like, um, I don't know, as if the planet had moved, right? As if the earth had shifted and all of a sudden we're going sideways and all the furniture is sliding to one side of the room. But it felt like a vacuum. It felt like a suction. And I woke up getting the message that I'm being like literally my body is being suctioned out. All of the crap is being moved out of me, not to be gross, but all the water is moving out of me and it's cleansing me. So it's like we're all going through this portal where anything that's in us that doesn't resonate anymore, it's being removed. Okay, let's get an angel message. Oh, it's so nice out. I love it. Oh my God, you guys, the messages are so funny. It's fresh air. I literally was just staring outside, breathing in the fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains, windows to refresh your home as well. Oh man, that's too funny. Ooh, there was one card left on the ground, so we're gonna pick that too. Release and surrender. We shower you. Shower. Are you kidding me? We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands and arms and heart to our love and assistance. Gosh, I love this. Fresh air, shower. They're saying open your arms, allow the cleanse to happen, release and surrender. When we're going through a deep purge of fear, of trauma, of our past, or letting go of the pain that somebody caused us, we are surrendering and saying, I release all of this. I don't want to hold on to this anger. I don't want to hold on to this, pain from my parents, this conditional love. If you're somebody who's sitting at home wanting unconditional love from somebody, you have to be giving it to yourself. You have to. You can't receive it if you're not giving it to yourself. And I'm literally still learning that. So it's a learning process. But that's the higher thought. Look at all these beautiful colors too. Don't mind my one nail. I have to get my nails done tomorrow. But they're all like these purples and pinks and flowies. And look at the bright green in the middle. Okay, we're gonna do some Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. The High Priestess. She holds messages from spirit. And if it's very unique. You guys look at my hoodie. It's like a portal, right? Look how it's like a portal for her too. So she has this portal coming through the top of her crown, down through the center of her chakras. She also has like a high neck shirt on like me. So anytime the cards match what I'm wearing, it has nothing to do with me. It just is our guides like kind of showing off. They're kind of like saying, hey, we're really here. Believe this message that Michelle's bringing through from us because it's what you need to hear. So this is kind of like you have the answers, but you have to, like I talked about the universe picking me up by my armpits and putting me on the couch and making me have a deep rest. I wouldn't have gotten that download of the funnel, of the portal. I wouldn't have gotten that if I didn't lay down and sleep like that. I would have been too distracted. I would have been in my masculine energy, trying to do things around the house, thinking I should go to the gym. But no, my guides made me get sick so that I would sit and listen. So when we listen, we get downloads, we get our next steps, we get clarity on where we need to go and what we need to do. And I think this is clarity on forgiveness and compassion. My lips are a little dry, so don't mind me. I'm just going to do my little lip gloss. And for any of you that are wondering, healthy lip gloss, organic, vegan. This is called Savvy Minerals by Young Living. The color is abundant. Oh no, the color is Embrace. It's my favorite. I use it all the time. So if you want something organic and vegan to put on your body, anything that you're putting on your skin or on your lips or just on your skin in general, if you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on you. So that is edible. High Priestess number 2. Let's get some more cards. Let's ask about what's going to happen in the next month. What do we need to know about the next month? Okay, returning from the past. 6 of Cups. So somebody is going to be coming from the past to apologize. This could be a brother. This could be a partner. This could be a dad. If you can see, like, he's grown up. He used to be a little boy with his dog, and now he's grown up. He's matured. He's seen more. He's spiritually awakened. And it's like he's holding remorse. He's wishing he could apologize. So this is somebody come out. It's almost like you reminiscing on your past too. It's kind of like you finding forgiveness for all the people that have hurt you. The 6 of Cups is always like a nostalgia energy. Okay, so in the next month, beware of somebody from your past coming back, you reflecting on your past, some sort of breakthrough. Okay, what do divine masculines, where are the divine masculines at right now? All right, they are in their bubble. Ooh, and I just picked that card out and the second card flew. Okay, how symbolic. We have 7 of Wands and then 8 of Wands right next to it. So 7 of Wands is she's in her bubble and all of these wands are trying to penetrate her bubble. So for divine masculine, this could be all different women trying to tempt you, trying to tease you. And you're just looking at your divine feminine going, she's all I want. I'm focusing on myself. I am staying grounded. I am not letting this alcohol, these parties, these people, this money, this anything that lures somebody in and away from who they are. It's kind of like all the distractions in life, gambling, sex, drugs, all that kind of stuff. That's all trying to penetrate your bubble. So for divine masculines, they are really holding their ground and they're learning their lessons. They are not being bothered by these minuscule, small little distractions that used to control their life. They're seeing the higher perspective. And the 8 of Wands is communication. So if you can see there are 7 wands trying to penetrate them, and then all of a sudden there's 8 coming out of the divine masculine. It's like he's gathering all this wisdom, and it's like now he's taking that wisdom and putting it towards his desires. It's like fast movement towards his mission, his partnership, his what he's passionate about in his life. So this is a cool message for the divine masculines. It's like they've been in their bubble, they've secluded. Maybe you guys have been celibate. Maybe you're not sharing your energy with anybody, and now you're wanting to share it by showing up in the world and spreading all of that knowledge and all of that goodness that I just heard God has been hiding you. God has been keeping you secluded until you are ready to serve your mission. That's really cool. And this could be that. The divine masculine could be in his bubble, and then he comes back in, and he's coming back in a different person. He's like, hey, look at me. I've changed. I've grown. I take care of myself now. I no longer feed into the drama and the distractions and the sex and the porn and the drugs. I overcame all of those addictions, and he's coming back grown. He's now ready to provide and to protect you. Let's see where divine feminine is. She is ready to open up her heart to love. Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love. She has an open bowl there, and she is ready just to fill your cup up and her cup up. She's heart-centered. She's forgiving. She's compassionate. She can see why everything went down the way it did. And she's just steady. I heard the divine feminine is in the steady, firm energy. She's no longer loosey-goosey. She's tight-lipped. She doesn't share unless it's of value. So she's not a chatty Cathy at all. She keeps secrets. She's grounded. As the rain picks up again. We're going to take this card, Knight of Swords. This is divine masculine coming at you. And I always point out on this card the way the author did this. Look at his shoe. There's like mathematical equations. I don't know if you guys can see it. But there's numbers. And it actually looks like all ones and zeros. Yeah, they're all ones and zeros. I wonder what that means. I wonder what 101 looks like, or if you look it up, because it's all 101. 11, 00, and 101. So he's got the tools. He's spiritually awakened. He understands himself. He knows how to take care of himself. He's no longer distracted by all these other things that were trying to keep him off of his journey. Because all of those, like the sex, the drug, the porn, that all keeps people away from who they truly are. So when you have like a really good looking guy or a girl who's kind of luring you in, if you can think of it like, it's like the universe is throwing this carrot, like say you're playing a video game, right? And you're trying to make it to the door that you have to get through to get to the next level. And you're really driven and you're going and you're going. And all of a sudden there's this beautiful woman in a dress and she shows up in your path. Is the character, are you, the player, are you going to all of a sudden be like, you know, starstruck by this woman and stop the game and dance with her? Or are you going to see that the game just threw you a big distraction to try to get you off your mission? And everything you want is through that door. Your dream girl, your dream money, your dream house, the dream life is literally inside that door. And this fake woman, she's fake. She's an NPC. She is a non-player character, but she's beautiful. So it's super, super distracting. And for most divine masculines, the universe does this to you. It brings you like 5 or 6 of those women. And it could show up as in drugs and alcohol and parties and trips and all these things to keep you away from your mission. And this is saying that you're overlooking that girl, that distraction, if you will. You guys, we're literally living in a video game. Right now, if you were to pause and take a deep breath, we are souls experiencing a dream. Okay? So if you can think about, if we were to leave Earth and go to the ethers, to the cosmos, wherever our souls go when we pass, that's real home, right? We're home there. And everybody's waiting in line. They're like, I want to go to Earth. I want to go to Earth. I want to experience all the things. I want to experience taste and smell and touch and pain and suffering and joy and laughter. And I want to build a business and I want to inspire people and I want to make a name for myself. It's like all these souls are like, let's go to Earth. And then when we get here, we have the veil of forgetting. So we forget that we came from there. We forget that we're these souls. And the whole experience here is a game. It's all this like, ooh, what kind of decisions am I going to make? What kind of person am I going to be? And then when we leave and we go back, it's almost like a virtual reality game. We come out of the game, we take the goggles off, and we're like, oh, fuck. I didn't make good decisions. I was a horrible person. Oh, I can't believe I did this, and I can't believe I did that. And I was, suicidal, and I can't believe I took it so seriously. It was just a game. There was never any real, I don't want to make suicide not real because it is real and it's scary. But when we get to the other side, it is this other world. It's like this, we're literally looking at Earth as just this short period of time. So if we can, if I can help you all remember who you are and that this is all a virtual reality game, and each day that you wake up, your job is to feel good, which means we have to eat healthy. We have to avoid the distractions of the sex and the drugs and the porn. It's all designed to keep us from being successful at this game. So that when and the rain is getting really loud right now, which I know is confirmation. So when we evolve and we move on to the other side, we get evaluated. At least that's what I like to believe. I like to believe we do like a life review and we're like, okay, I found compassion. I forgave this person. This person cheated on me. This person died really early. But I handled it all so well when I was in my game. I was successful. I maybe even wrote a book about it. I inspired people with my YouTube channel. And then we can like high five our souls when we get to the other side because we're so proud of how we handled the game. So right now, if you're in your game every single day and you're not being a good person, you are being distracted by these drugs, the sex, the porn, you're literally swayed by that NPC that I was talking about. If you're constantly being swayed by that, you're going to be so disappointed with yourself when you cross over because you're missing the point of this experience. That's not the kind of pleasure that you came to experience. The kind of pleasure that you came to experience is this, is the higher love, is the compassion for all humans, is looking at little kids eating pizza and just seeing the joy on their face and wanting to celebrate with them. Like me decorating my little patio here just for this video, that brings me so much joy. That's the little stuff that we came here to experience. We didn't come here to experience the darkness and the toxicity and the pain and the cancer and all the icky things. So this divine masculine, he has finally figured this all out. He's like, oh my gosh, I've been living in a simulation and I'm not doing what I really should be doing. I've been distracted by all the wrong things, but yet those things were perfect because they showed me that I was distracted. So that's what the rain is for. It's to wash away all of those so-called sins, all of those bad choices we made, and we're cleansing ourselves from being distracted. And now we're going through the door. And we're moving on to level 2, level 10, level 12, wherever you are in your game. And a lot of us, I just heard money deck. So a lot of us have to learn the money game. So say we've learned these lessons, say we're not distracted, right? Most of you guys are light workers. You're like, I'm not doing that crap anymore. They're like, Michelle, that's other people. These people on your channel are not doing those things. So if we are not, then why aren't we all sharing our gifts? If we're all light workers, we should all be abundant and be millionaires sharing our spiritual gifts. So let's ask money why we might not be there yet. Why is our abundance blocked? Imagine me arriving in your hands. So we might be blocked because we're not using our imagination enough. We're not using our game. So if you can, in the video game, there might be these little coins in the corners of the room and we have to jump up and grab them, right? They're little points. It's like a point system. So in the game, we have to learn how to use our controller to move our player to go get those coins. Well, in life, what that is symbolic of is raising our vibration. When we can lay down in a meditation, which is what this is talking about, when you can lay down in a meditation and and get to that place of feeling good and seeing yourself grabbing the money, seeing the money coming to you, that's when it starts to arrive. You're then grabbing it, okay? It's available to you at all times. So somebody might be blocked with their imagination, not seeing how money can come into your reality. Money can come into your reality in so many different ways. It can come from the sky, it can come from trees, it can come from people. However you want it to come in, it can come in. And I picked up this deck. This is my new money deck for those of you that didn't know. And I left one card down here. Here's another method. Put me in front of a mirror. So when you put money, physical money, you can put coins, you can put dollars, $100 bills, you can put a piece of paper that says 100,000 on it. You're doubling that money when you put it in front of a mirror. So today, somebody go home, take a couple dollar bills and tape them up onto a mirror, okay? And just see what happens. See how the universe aligns it and brings you more money. Let's get 2 more money messages. Perfect. 2 cards popped out. You are so lucky to have me. Never forget that. And journal about me. Okay. So when you are so lucky to have money, this is saying that you need to start looking around at all that you can be thankful for. So the photo behind me, my Russian neighbors, they're so sweet. This is from a Russian artist. And to me, this represents abundance. It's a beautiful vase with flowers and there's fruits in the photo and there's water and all of that represents nature's abundance. So I wanted to have that on this wall out here because that's my success zone and that is going to bring me more abundance. So I can look at that and I can appreciate the fact that that is a very expensive photo. My chair right here is very expensive. The pillow is expensive. So I look at everything and I'm not saying they're super expensive, like high end, like millionaire type of stuff, but like I see the worth in everything that I have. All of my little spirit animals, my lantern, my table. This was gifted to me from a great guy friend. It's a heart-shaped table and he painted it white for me and gave it to me in memory of my daughter. So I have that here. That represents love and compassion and consideration. And then these 2 hearts are also a gift from somebody else. So from my Russian neighbors, actually, for my birthday. So when you start to appreciate all that you have, you feel like you have enough. And when you feel like you have enough, that's part of the money game. Then you start to attract more because you're not in a lack energy. When we're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have enough money, I don't know where it's going to come from, and you're looking around and you're just not even seeing all that you already have, that's a lack energy and it's going to block your abundance. Okay, so you are so lucky to have me. Never forget that. And then we have journal about me. So I always say when you write about money, you are calling it in. So if you're not spending any time talking to it, writing about it, thanking the universe for it, maybe even making a plan to save money, maybe you're writing out your finances, maybe you're writing out what amount of money you want to get. If you're not talking about it, it's not in your reality. So if it's not in your reality, what do we have to do? We have to start talking about it. And talking can be writing. So when you're writing, you're thinking about it, you're being intentional and you're saying, I am so grateful now that $50,000 jumped into my reality out of nowhere. It fell out of thin air. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you were to write that every single day for a week, I guarantee you that money would arrive in like a month. I'm telling you, I guarantee you it will. Because when people set intentions and they actually commit to it and you consistently write about it, think about it, talk about it, you're literally placing a DoorDash order and you're telling the universe, this is what I want. I'd be so grateful to have it. And you're thanking the universe for it. And then you're showing up and you're doing it every single day. Your subconscious grabs a hold of it. It's like, oh wow, she's really serious about this, or he's really serious about this amount of money. So if they're thinking about it all the time, then our thoughts create our reality. Our feelings create our reality. If they're feeling really good about this money, then the universe has no choice. It has to align it because it's what we're being. The more we think and feel and speak and journal about things, the more they happen. I mean, you guys are on my channel and I teach about manifestation. You already know that vision boards and journals and all of that stuff works. So then if you want to create more money, you know, make the commitment to just speak about it more, see it more, talk about it, or journal about it. Okay, but we're done with the messages for money. Let's get a, sorry, my hair's getting a little frizzy. I can feel it growing. It's like itching my neck. Let's do a little Angel Wisdom Tarot. Angel Wisdom Tarot looks like this. First card. Guys, we got the 10 of Pentacles. This is the highest level money card in this entire deck. Look how many cards are in this deck. And we just got the highest money card. And there's this could be abundance in a bunch of different ways. There's a pregnant woman, there's a woman with a child, there's two men speaking in the background, financial security for yourself and for your family, an inheritance or a retirement, peace and contentment in life, honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, passing on knowledge. So if you look at what these pentacles are in, they're in a pillar. So this pillar represents stability, right? It's like security. You have this newfound security with your money. Maybe your money story, what you've been telling yourself about money, how you feel about money, how you've been journaling about it. Somebody's been really taking action to learn about it. And if you saw my most recent reading, I did like almost the whole reading with my money deck, and I was giving you guys all lessons on how to learn about money. But when you finally master your money stories, and when I say that, I mean like your belief system around money, like, do you think you're worthy of it? Do you think you're allowed to want more of it? Some people say that, but then deep down, they're so unconscious and they don't really, truly, fully love themselves yet. So they still kind of push it away, you know. And the way you know that you push money away is if you think about anytime you get anything like a gift or an opportunity or good news, if you are somebody that is so quick to share it, whether it's share the news with somebody else, share the gift, maybe you give some of it to somebody really fast, you're not fully in your self-love. Okay, because you're still wanting to break off a piece of your joy and you're trying to give it away really fast. When something feels so good that you can't keep it to yourself and you have to share it, you're still not in your self-love. Because if you really love yourself, you would savor it for a day or two and then share it. You would make sure that younger version of you is feeling the experience of receiving. And my mentor taught me that because I thought I was really loving and I thought I really loved myself. But the minute I got good news, just good news, I was like, oh my God, I would text my best friend. I would call her. I'd be like, guess what just happened? And I realized that I was giving my power away. You know, I could eventually tell her, but why am I in that moment? Why am I not cheering and being so happy alone with myself? So this is a huge message right now that if you're not fully in your self-love, you might still be sabotaging your financial abundance. So I want you all, your homework is going to be anytime something good happens to you, whether it's a sign, a synchronicity, maybe you get money, maybe you get an opportunity. I want you to take 12 to 24 hours and don't tell anybody. Keep it between you and yourself and just really be like, this happened and I created it and I'm so proud of myself and I'm going to go treat myself to my favorite food. You can't tell any strangers. You keep the good news to yourself. It's like a ball of light. And when you share your news, you're breaking off that energy and giving it to somebody else. You're then letting them share in your good news. But when you keep the ball to yourself for at least a day, you are really savoring that light. It's almost integrating into your experience. And then when it's fully embodied in who you are and you are like, I created this, I did this, I'm so proud of myself, or I got this accomplishment at work, I got this promotion, or I got this recognition, or I remember when I was an athlete in college, I got Woman of the Year. I was a Division III athlete. I was All-American. I was an academic All-American. And then at the end, I got Woman of the Year. How cool is that? So I remember, quickly telling all of my closest friends, and my mom was like telling everybody, and they were all so proud of me, but like I didn't ever really appreciate it. I never sat with that and really thought about what I had just accomplished. That was 4 years of playing a college sport, going to school. I was the only female athlete that played and started in every single game of my career. Never was hurt, never was injured, never was sick. I was consistent, I was disciplined, I never missed a game. I never not started a game, which means I kept my level of play up that my coach always wanted to start me. And I was a starter as a freshman. So that's really, really rare to play on a national championship team and to be playing as a freshman. So my accomplishments back then were so great, but I didn't appreciate it. I never sat with it and really like let it integrate. Like now I can look back and be so proud of myself and be like, oh my God, Michelle, you did that. Like all those hours working out in the summer when nobody else was working out. I was grinding at 3 a.m. in the morning when nobody else was working out. I was doing all of those things, and it paid off when somebody called my name for Woman of the Year. But in that moment, what should have happened for me was all of those mornings of working hard and not eating the junk and taking care of my body and grinding for my academics. That's what should have played in my head, was all of the hard work. It should have been like a reel of everything I did to deserve that. But I didn't do that. I just saw the award and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, what's next? Where do I go next? What kind of job am I gonna get now that I'm done college? Like I didn't even appreciate it. So where in your life did you not appreciate something that you're getting and you're quickly giving it away or moving on to the next? We have to learn to stop and say, okay, when I transition and when my soul crosses over, I want to look back at this game and be like, oh my gosh, I was a really good athlete. And look, I got Woman of the Year. I worked so hard. My soul chose to get up so early and tried to be the best version of myself, but yet I was the kindest player. I would high five people that I was playing, and if they had a great goal, I would give them a little nudge of my stick, and I'd be like, "That was a really great shot." I would do that to all my competitors. I was like the nicest opponent, and my soul is going to look back and say, "Michelle, I'm so proud that you did that." So after this reading, I want you all to sit down and I want you to think about all the times where you received an accolade, an award. If you did something amazing, I want you to revisit it, and I want you to sit with that ball of light and don't give it away. Really relive it and put that in your body. And that's when this will happen more. When you love yourself and when you really appreciate everything that you've done, that's when you birth more. That could be your financial block right now, is you're not realizing that you're still not celebrating yourself. And that's, like we talked about, old souls, they're here to love themselves. Self-compassion is number one, and that is holding on to your light and not giving it away. But there is a time where we're meant to celebrate with others, and we're meant to allow others to shower us with love. But the first mission is to do it for ourselves and be so proud of how far we've come and all the things that we have accomplished. Life isn't always about healing and healing and healing. Sometimes it's about celebration. And when good things happen, we have to sit with it and really like be thankful for it, because you attracted it. Okay, let's end this reading because it's been really long. Let's end this reading with some animal cards. We're going to use this as spirit animal wisdom. I am remembering the names. At the bottom of the deck, we have the monkey. Inner child, don't take life too seriously. How perfect is that? I want you all to be the person that everyone wants to be around because you don't take life too seriously. You understand how life works, but you're that person that people can be around and you're just like the highest vibration. You're always thinking, oh, that's possible. Yeah, you can do that. And you're always cheering people on. I can think back to a couple times where I was talking to people, like new people I had just met. They weren't at all on like a spiritual journey. And I remember mentioning like I wanted to like have my own shop and like sell all types of things like this and heart things and flowers and essential oils. And And I think, and I wanted to share it with my best friend Elisa, and she was going to do like a clothing line. And one of the guys I was talking to, he was like, well, that's not very lucrative. And he immediately like smushed my dream. But that was his limited mindset. He didn't see the possibility of it. He couldn't see that there's this world of people who love good energy and they want to go to stores where they know they're sourcing products from good energy sources and from, you guys know my energy. Wouldn't it be so cool if we could all share products from people who we know have great energy? Because then you're buying something of that energy and it's going to be in your home. So he just wasn't capable of thinking that way. So you have to be careful. I just heard you have to be careful. You're not going to believe what card we just got, of who you share your good news with, because not everybody has the capacity to see the possibility in things. Look at what card we just got. Tell me it does not say self-love on it. Tell me. Time to celebrate you and all of your magnificent light. Mic drop. Reading over, done. Holy shit. You are the peacock. It is time to shine. I always say this, it's always time to shine your feathers. It's time to show off your feathers. Be colorful, be bright, be who you are. Love every ounce of you. I started off this reading talking about how old souls are here to learn self-compassion. Younger souls are here to find compassion for everything and everyone. Old souls have done that before. We've already lived many lifetimes like that. Now our mission is self-love. Our mission is, do we value ourselves? Here's why we're here to learn self-love, is because when we are growing up in a conditional home, that's not love, right? So our mission then is to find compassion for the pain that was put on us, and then the pain we caused other people, and then how we can find compassion and forgiveness for all of that. I hope that makes sense. Because most of us who grew up in conditional homes, we ended up making bad choices. Like, we were in that costume. We probably cheated on people. We probably lied. We probably did things that weren't out of integrity. But then we spiritually awakened, and now we're being different, and the rain is washing away all of that. So our mission then, you can't find self-love until you've experienced self-hate. So that's what I'm trying to say here, is our mission here is to feel the self-destruction and then move out of it to the appreciation, and seeing our beauty and seeing our light. So final message, all of the self-destruction was here for you. So embrace it, wash it all away, and now it's time to show off your beautiful feathers. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. This was such a good reading. I hope you enjoyed the rain. I hope you could hear it. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, love you. Bye.